Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. So today, I actually wanted us to discuss about the Grimm, and I wanted to pose a question as well as talk about this. Are the Grimm truly nothing more than mindless creatures, or could they really be tools? So, I wanted to talk about this and just bring this up for discussion. But anyways, so sit back, relax, I hope you all enjoy, and let's go ahead and get right on into this discussion. So, looking at the Grimm, we knew since Volume 1 that the Grimm existed as creatures in the world of Remnant, and we also knew very little about them in the beginning. Obviously, over time, we've learned more about the Grimm with World of Remnant, as well as the continuing volumes. We've learned that Grimm eventually become smarter beings as they get older and the more conflicts and battles they actually go through. The Grimm, of course, in the beginning seem like they are mindless creatures. They seem like they don't know any better but to attack anything that has negative emotions. But not only this, but they seem to actually be able to adapt. They actually seem to be able to learn. So instead of them always seeming like they are mindless creatures, it seems that they actually can form a sense of intelligence. But the thing is, the Grimm seem like not only can they learn, but they seem like they can also be useful in the ways that they can be used, other than just being creatures that are around the world of Remnant. Because, of course, originally, from what we've heard, the God of Darkness created the Grimm to actually oppose the God of Light and his creations, and to destroy his creations by using the Grimm. And of course, eventually, when the brothers ended their feud, they both created humanity. But even though the younger brother's involvement in creating humanity with his older brother, the Grimm were still left to roam Remnant and prey on humanity. Now, what seems to be interesting about the Grimm is something that RWBY actually points out himself. As I stated, they actually seem to, as they get older, learn from their conflicts. This shows you that the Grimm themselves learn to exhibit restraint and patience to avoid taking unnecessary casualties and futile conflicts, and then instead they stay close to humanity's borders. Now, this shows you that humanity is in constant danger. But the thing of this is, which we have to look at when it comes to the Grimm. The Grimm themselves were originally created to destroy life. That was the whole entire point. And although they seem like they may be mindless creatures, the thing is, that was their initial creation, was to destroy. But now, if we actually look at this, this is the point of the God of Darkness. That was his point, was to actually use these creatures to be his tools to destroy the God of Light's creations of life. But does this mean that the Grimm cannot be used as tools amongst humanity? Does that mean that the humans cannot actually use the Grimm as tools? Because if we actually think about this, it seems like more and more people may believe, or at least some people, maybe not a whole bunch, but there are some people who believe that these Grimm can actually be used as tools to be able to maybe provide for humanity, or maybe provide even within scientific research. Because we actually have to look at one thing, and that's RWBY Grimm Eclipse. We have to look at one character specifically, which is Dr. Merlot. Merlot himself, he believed that the Grimm actually were a superior species. He actually makes the statement, the Grimm are superior species, fascinating in their biology, their unbridled, raw aggression and lack of sentence make them the perfect vessel. Therefore, he was somebody who actually saw the brilliance, or at least what he believed to be brilliant within the Grimm, that these creatures could actually be tools. That's why he actually messed with them and genetically altered these creatures to being the weird creatures that you saw them actually become, that were very mutated and very strange in comparison to natural Grimm. And of course, with him seeing that the Grimm could actually be useful as tools and actually could bring out the brilliance and the beauty of what he believed to see in Grimm, this shows that the Grimm could actually be used in ways that could be tools for humanity. Now, of course, a lot of people would see this research as wrong, but we also have to look at another character that uses them, which would be Salem. Now, I want to just make this one clear before I get into this, but Salem herself is not the creator of Grimm. She is the master of them. A lot of people get confused with this situation, but she is the master of the Grimm, as said by Raven. So, of course, looking at Salem herself, she uses the Grimm to actually try to help achieve what she's trying to achieve. She's trying to stop Ozpin, and she actually uses these to try to stop Ozpin. That's why the Grimm are actually very important. Because if you think about the Seer Grimm, for example, the Seer Grimm is Salem's way to actually be able to reinforce the Grimm to go where she needs them to go. That's why when she makes the statement in Volume 4 to send reinforcements of Grimm to Beacon just to make sure she could find the relic. So it shows that through the Seer Grimm, she is able to actually control some of the Grimm. She's not able to control all of them at one time. It's not that easy. But by using the Seer Grimm, this allows her to not just use Grimm, but she can also communicate with others. If there are two Seer Grimm, one with her and one with the other individual she's trying to keep in touch with or communicate with, she can use them to actually communicate from one place to the other, with one Seer Grimm with her and one Seer Grimm with her ally. So this shows that the Grimm, since Volume 1 to now, obviously seem more like they are tools rather than they seem like they're just mindless creatures that just come out of nowhere. Because obviously, with Salem being able to use a Seer Grimm to actually be able to use other Grimm to do what she needs them to do in various locations, this shows you that she's able to actually use this to actually control these creatures that would seem like they could never be controlled. That seems like they could never be used for situations that need to be used for. And in this situation, obviously, she's trying to use it to find the relic that Osmond had hidden in Beacon, was the example we had in Volume 4. And a new thing that was shown to us in Volume 5 was Cinder's Grimm arm. Now, this Grimm arm actually shows you that if you did lose an arm, instead of having a prosthetic, you could use an arm like a Grimm arm. Now, of course, the one problem with a Grimm arm is, which, of course, we already know about this when it comes to Grimm, is that they have no soul, and because of that, they have no aura, which means that if the arm were to get attacked rather than the body, the arm will take damage still, because without aura to protect itself, it will take damage. And since they don't have aura, the arm will take damage regardless. But looking at this, it also was able to try to steal the maiden powers from Raven. That was actually a very interesting thing that we saw out of this arm as well. So it shows you that the Grimm are not so much mindless creatures as they are tools. And as the series progresses forward, we're starting to see more and more that these creatures, the Grimm, are actually tools rather than mindless creatures. But let me know what you think down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments down below. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy, hit the video with a like, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and share this with your friends if you found this informative or useful. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful day today. Remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow can always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you, and I hope you all have a wonderful day today, everybody.